I'll start off talking about the budget. Last week, in a lot of publications, it was noted that I, along with 21 other members, supported a veto issued by Governor Barber as it related to the community and junior college funding. Now, let me be clear, neither my vote or the vote of the other 21 members who supported that veto should be interpreted as us not supporting our community colleges. They have been a priority to this governor and to the legislature since 2004. As a matter of fact, since 2004, general fund appropriations for our community college system has increased almost 32%. The reason that we sustained the veto is because we agreed with the governor that it's entirely too early in the process to be spending general fund agencies or general funds when the House and the Senate have not agreed on how much revenue we're going to spend in fiscal year 12. Spending money before we agree on how much we're going to have to spend is, in my opinion, bad fiscal policy. I hope it's my hope we can agree on a number for K through 12, community colleges, and IHL that is reasonable, is responsible, and it continues to show them as a priority to the legislature. As we begin to build the budget, it's important to recognize we're still dealing with a fragile economy. Sometimes I quote the stats that I'm fixing to give you and it comes almost like water off a bald head. It becomes so routine. But, really pay attention to them. For the month of February, we were down 2.4% or $5 million. Our unemployment still hovers around 10%. And as we are building the budget for FY12, it's important to realize we're having to back out $383 million worth of federal stimulus money that was in FY11's budget that will not be in FY12's budget. Now, again, I want you to let that sink in. That is a big challenge. Crafting a budget in the middle of an election year when times are good would be difficult, although I'd like to give it a try. But crafting a budget in the middle of a great recession during an election year, as we're working on redistricting, is a challenge that the legislature has not seen in many years. I know I'm at a press luncheon, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Politicians do not like to tell people no, particularly in an election year. Since the recession hit, we simply have not had the resources that we wish we would have to give to our priorities such as total education, law enforcement, and economic development. In my opinion, we have done the best that we could, but all of us wish we could have done more. That's why it's very disappointing to me when some agency heads focus only on the budgets and at the same time attempt to block legislative reform measures that would help them save some money. That's one of the main reasons I've lost confidence in the central office for our community college system. It's important, no matter what agency is being discussed, the legislature focus on the best policies as well as their funding to ensure all agency heads have the necessary tools to help them get through this tough economic situation. That's why, as long as I'm in the Senate, I will continue to push for performance-based budgeting. That's a system that is more transparent for members of the legislature. It holds agency heads more accountable, and it ensures we focus on policies as well as our budgets. We've passed it overwhelmingly in the Senate the last 2 years, and I hope one day it'll be considered by the House of Representatives.